Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and today is like the 6th, I think. Yeah. I was supposed to make this video yesterday. I had a bunch of other videos yesterday. I actually made 4, but this one is going to specifically be about Gilmore Girls. Why Gilmore Girls, you might ask? Well, because on October 5th, it was the 20th anniversary of the premiere of the show. And I didn't watch it when it first came out. I was actually very annoyed because sometimes there was another show I used to like that was on like ABC Family or whatever, and all I would see is like a marathon. What is this Gilmore Girls stuff? This is bullshit. But eventually, it was this girl I liked, and she told me to watch Gilmore Girls, and I was like, no. And my friend Justin, you guys might have seen him on the podcast. He said no, and anyone, if you're not a guy, let me tell you that guys will get other guys to do anything if they say like, no, bro, seriously. Like that's it. That's the only thing that you need to get a guy to do something is one of their buddies to be like, no, bro, seriously, and they're like, what? That'll be it. Like, and there's like, mind is blown. So my friend Justin told me that. I was like, okay. So I go and I watch, and I was like, oh, this is really interesting. This is really fun. This is really cool. They talk really fast. They're very, very witty. Very, very smart. I just watched a random episode, and I was like, oh, I need to watch this from the beginning. This is good. I was like 15, 16 maybe. So the show was like almost ending by the time I'd started getting into it. But I got into it, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th season or whatever. My God, those were good times. Why I wanted to make this video is kind of break the narrative that like guys can't watch girly shows. I like My Little Pony, like, so heck off. Like I like anything that's good, and if it's good TV, like Gilmore Girls is absolutely fantastic. And if you're a guy and just like, I'm not doing that, too macho. Like when I was younger, a lot of girls watched Gilmore Girls, and that's something to talk to them about. My friend Mike did the same thing with Gossip Girl. I never got into that, but it's just something that, one, it's really good. I don't think I ever cried while watching it, but it does give you some feels. Schitt's Creek is a show that I just finished, and that got me. The second to last episode, oh my God, the heartstrings, the critical hit. But I like it because it's about a mother and daughter, Gilmore Girls, and it has a kind of a backstory where the mom, it showcased, like, I feel like shows up to this point, again, it came out in 2000, was like, okay, parents knew everything. It was always the kid that was going through the arc, and you know, you never really saw anything that said like parents were wrong. Maybe like Dr. Dolittle 2 or Dr. Dolittle 1, the first Dr. Dolittle, where the little girl, he's got 2 daughters, his youngest daughter is like, maybe I should stop the experiments. And then the girl's grandpa, Eddie Murphy's dad, is like, no, Maya, don't stop the experiments. And he sees Eddie Murphy, it's like, sometimes daddies are the ones that need to change. And I haven't seen that in years, but I remember that line because that was the first, maybe the second thing to ever say like, okay, parents are sometimes wrong. Like they don't know everything. I think the first time was in like Land Before Time. One of those things where like if you teach your kid nothing but harshness, that's all they'll be able to express to others, or something like that. Anger and that stood with me. Like it still stays with me. And Gilmore Girls had plenty of those lines, because not that the mom was, Rory's the girl, Lorelai's the mom, and not that she was like an absolute horrid person, but she was imperfect, like we all are. Like we're human. We make lots and lots of mistakes, especially when we're young. And she was a young mom. She had her kid at 16, and fast forward 16 years later, so the daughter's 16, the mom's like 32, and they have a great relationship. But the mom, Lorelai, she never got along with her mom. Like, she got the absolute, I don't want to say the wrong end of the bad end of the bargain. She was born into money, and the parents wanted to raise her to be a certain way, and she didn't like that. Many people don't. If, especially kids, especially teenagers, when they feel strongly about something, and then you tell them, hey, don't do that because I said so, recipe for disaster. And it's a lesson. Like, the whole show is a giant lesson of, like, kind of what not to do in situations in raising your kids, and what works and what doesn't work. And I get it, it's not a one size fits all thing. Kids come out of the box different. But my mom was like Emily Gilmore, where she, okay, thinks what she's doing is right, won't listen to anyone else, and doesn't care of the consequences. Coming from, I think, a place of love, but just absolute no, I'm the adult. I am the one that knows what's best for you, and you see how that plays out in almost everything that happens. But the whole thing is, again, it's not just like we have the kid in there for kids. Like, no, it's like a young adult thing, and anyone at any age can watch it. And I watched that whole series, I don't know how many times, 5, 6 times minimum, maybe 7, not including the revival series, which they had like a year in the life, years later. It's something that I find something new every time I watch it. And when I was younger, when I was a teen, I hated some of the characters because I hated them. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, wait a minute. These guys are interesting. This person's interesting. Like, I hated the grandparents when I was, Lorelai's mom. I hated her mom and her dad when I was, because they reminded me so much of what was wrong with my relationship with my parents. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, all right, that's interesting. It's good to see where you have to put yourself in other people's shoes. And it's so hard to do that when you're a kid, because you literally don't know anything else. Like, you're a kid, you're just like, I only know my life and my friends' lives, and my friends never get mad at me, my friends treat me good, my friends make me smile, I'm always laughing. But when I'm with these people, I'm not. It's always tense, and I always did something wrong. I'm like, what the hell did I do wrong? And so it's really interesting when you get older and you experience a bunch of different things, and especially like me, I live with a kid now, and it's like, oh, I didn't know. Oh my God, parents go through so much. Call your parents and be like, hey, I'm sorry for being such a little a-hole when I was younger. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. And yeah, you definitely have and some kids can do that now. They could watch it and be like, okay, well, no, the parents are doing this for this, the grandparents are doing this for this reason. It's like, oh, well, okay, and those kids are great. They're special. I have a friend that I work with in this office that absolutely loves the show, and we bond over it, and it's great. And I've gotten a couple of friends from the show. Again, a lot of my friends are from Pokemon and military and Comic-Con, but Gilmore Girls, definitely the top 10 shows that have a special place in my heart. I love it, always love it. And really, at the end of the day, it also says, like, no, just be different. Being different and weird is awesome. Because I live in a town that's crazy. Not like crazy, but like they're weird. It's small town like charm, and they're really different characters. It's a lot of fun. And if you have kids, like my other friend, who's my other friends from this office, like we're friends with, started watching this with her daughter, and I was like, oh my God, do it. I was so freaking excited when I heard that she was doing that. Anytime anyone goes to watch, it's like, and it holds up really well. Like, it holds up, like, there's some things that are dated, okay, flip phone, and I actually got a phone, and but for the most part, it still stands up. It's really good. I might go watch it again at some point. Anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. If you watch Gilmore Girls, what's your favorite episode? Because I want to know, and I'm just trying to get people to comment. None of y'all comment. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.